Even though Cole Young didn't exactly win over audiences in 2021's Mortal Kombat, completely replacing him in the sequel might not be the smartest move for the franchise. The first film rebooted the Mortal Kombat movie universe, and it made a bold choice by focusing on Cole, an entirely new character who doesn't exist in the original video games. His story followed a group of Earthrealm champions like Sonya Blade and Jax Briggs as they trained under Raiden, working to unlock their Arcana powers and prepare for the deadly Mortal Kombat tournament. Unfortunately, a lot of viewers felt underwhelmed by the story, and much of that came down to Cole. Because he wasn't a familiar face from the games, many longtime fans struggled to connect with him. That said, the movie ended on a pretty exciting note. Cole set off to find Johnny Cage, the beloved Hollywood martial artist from the games. That teaser sparked a lot of anticipation, and now that Mortal Kombat 2 is on the way, fans are eager to finally see Cage in action. And they won't be disappointed. The sequel is bringing in not just Johnny Cage, but also several iconic characters like Shao Kahn, Kitana, and Quan Chi. With all these additions, and considering the lukewarm reception to Cole's character, it seems very possible that the sequel will shift focus away from him. But if that happens, it'll be a pretty strong signal that the first film didn't fully believe in the direction it chose. Now, it's worth noting that Cole will appear in Mortal Kombat 2. Lewis Tan is confirmed to be returning, but the big question is whether he'll still be the central character. In the games, that position usually belongs to Liu Kang, who is known for being the one to ultimately defeat big villains like Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn. But in the 2021 film, Liu Kang felt more like a side character, with Cole filling in that narrative space instead. And now, based on early details about the sequel, it seems like the spotlight might be moving again, this time to Johnny Cage. What makes this shift even more likely is that Ed Boon, one of the original creators of Mortal Kombat, has already hinted that Cage will serve as the audience's main point of view in the sequel. That would explain why Cole hasn't shown up in any marketing for the film so far. If Cage becomes the new lead, it'll be an exciting change for fans, but also a bit of a blow to Cole's already shaky standing. The thing is, even if Johnny Cage ends up being a fan favorite, pushing Cole into the background might not be the best choice for the long run. Karl Urban is playing Cage, and his involvement is a big win for the franchise. He's got charisma and experience, so no one's doubting his ability to carry the film. But from a storytelling standpoint, making such a dramatic shift so early in the series could hurt the overall continuity. After all, the first movie spent a lot of time building up Cole as the chosen hero. If he gets sidelined now, it kinda makes that entire setup feel pointless. Whether people liked him or not, the first film positioned Cole as the character who would stand against Mortal Kombat's biggest threats. That was essentially the role Liu Kang played in the games, so Cole stepping into that space was a major creative decision. If the sequel simply tosses that aside, it's hard not to view him as disposable, someone the filmmakers were willing to ditch the moment things got bumpy. Even more than that, if Mortal Kombat 2 downplays Cole's role, it could retroactively make the first movie feel even weaker. Critics were already mixed on it, and Cole's underwhelming arc was part of that. So removing him now might suggest that the filmmakers themselves lacked confidence in their original plan. Instead of tossing him aside, the sequel could actually benefit from giving Cole a proper chance to evolve. There's still potential there, especially since he's tied to Scorpion's bloodline. That connection could add emotional weight and help deepen the larger story arc. What Mortal Kombat 2 needs to do is lean into the groundwork the first film already laid, develop Cole further, and make him more compelling, not erase him. Johnny Cage can absolutely shine in the sequel, but that doesn't mean Cole has to disappear. If both characters are balanced correctly, the story could feel more layered and satisfying. That said, Johnny Cage is definitely the character fans are most eager to see. Ever since the 2021 movie ended with a poster tease for Cage, anticipation has only grown. With characters like Shao Kahn, Kitana, Baraka, and Quan Chi also joining the fight, the stakes in the sequel are much higher. Earthrealm is once again in danger, and the pressure is on. If Raiden's champions lose the tournament this time, Shao Kahn will launch a full invasion. And because Johnny Cage is new to this whole world, using him as a fresh set of eyes makes a lot of sense. Plus, with Karl Urban in the role, the character is sure to bring humor, bravado, and intensity. But that also means he's likely to clash with the others, especially Cole. Their first meeting might not go all that smoothly. Since Cole is the one who went out to find Cage at the end of the last movie, he'll probably be the first to interact with him in the sequel. And knowing Cage's larger-than-life personality, things could get tense quickly. It also wouldn't be too surprising if their introduction leads to a fight. The Mortal Kombat universe is full of moments where allies spar before they eventually team up, so a bit of tension between Cole and Cage could serve as a great way to showcase their skills while establishing Cage's Arcana powers, something he'll need to unlock if he wants to hold his own in the tournament. Now, even if Johnny doesn't fight Cole right away, there are plenty of other matchups that could kick off the action. One possibility is a brawl between Cage and Jax Briggs. Since Jax was mostly sidelined in the first movie after a brutal encounter with Sub-Zero, giving him a chance to shine would be a welcome change. And if Johnny makes a rude comment, especially towards Sonya, who's very close to Jax, it could lead to a throwdown. This could be a great opportunity for Johnny to unlock his powers and prove himself to the rest of the team. Of course, some fights will be far more dangerous. Bi-Han, who became Sub-Zero in the first film, is set to return, only this time he'll come back as Noob Saibot, thanks to dark magic from Quan Chi. That twist opens the door to some intense rematches. If Noob Saibot challenges Johnny Cage at the start of the tournament, it could set the tone for the whole film. We'd get to see both characters show off their abilities early, and the clash would raise the stakes right out of the gate. In the end, Mortal Kombat 2 has the chance to fix some of the issues from the first movie while also expanding the universe in exciting ways. There's a lot riding on Johnny Cage's debut, but Cole Young shouldn't be completely forgotten. If the sequel finds a way to balance both characters, evolving Cole while letting Johnny shine, it could set up the franchise for a stronger future. Otherwise, tossing Cole aside might just highlight how shaky the storytelling really was to begin with. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.